Co-founder and CTO of Gigasheet, and we're going to take a look at how you can use Gigasheet from within your desktop LLM. So for example, I'm here with Claude desktop. You could, but any LLM where you can configure tools, you can connect to Gigasheet. And I have some data in Gigasheet, and I just grabbed the URL, and let's take a look at it. Instead of having to actually do the work ourselves, we are going to push all of that effort to the LLM, which is going to connect to Gigasheet via Gigasheet's MCP HTTP endpoint. And this is going to call our API and ask Gigasheet's AI assistant to do the analysis that we are looking to do. So we started with something simple, just saying, what is this data? Okay, great. 292 million rows, pretty big data set. And let's see if we can just ask it a question like, so it's talking about Minnesota, we're talking about providers. So let's say how many of those are in Minneapolis. Nice. Let's see if it can do that. You can see here it's issuing my question as a query to Gigasheet. It's rewritten it a little bit. I'm just being very polite. But it's issued that query to Gigasheet, and this request is going out to Gigasheet via Model Context Protocol, so over an MCP interface, and it's going to ask Gigasheet AI to answer that. Looks like it needs to try again. Let's see what we got back. All right, so it did the analysis, but it didn't give us the number, and the LLM is responding to that, so it's going to say, all right, fine. Let's see if it gets the answer it needs this time. And again, I'm watching it, but you could be going to make coffee. I mean, you could do whatever. This is off to go do the work for you. That's the idea here. Here we go. So after a couple tries, the LLM had to, take a couple tries to work with the Gigasheet AI to get the answer that it needed, but we got our results. So 15,000 unique NPIs in Minneapolis out of this, 290 million row file of rate data. And this is all happening with a remote Gigasheet. So I did not have to install Gigasheet on my laptop. Claude is running on my laptop, but this is communicating with Gigasheet via our API. And so I can just show you here. This is, if you wanted to try this in your own LLM, you can hook up to this API endpoint by routing your local LLM standard in and standard out to HTTP calls to this endpoint. So any LLM that can accept a tool with Model Context Protocol can now talk to a data set of any size